Ladies and gentlemen, Smackdown this week was the go-home show to Backlash. As if we didn't get enough WrestleMania or the Greatest Royal Rumble, we've got another pay-per-view just a couple days away. This is Tuesday Night Live.
Yes.
We opened up Smackdown with Paige actually announcing that due to what happened at the Greatest Royal Rumble, that AJ Styles defending the WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura this Sunday will in fact be a no disqualification match. And we know that later, Shinsuke is demanding an apology for what happened at the Greatest Royal Rumble. We also had Miz TV with Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. This was all interrupted by Shelton Benjamin. Miz was just trying to get Orton and Jeff to hate each other before their U.S. title match this Sunday.
Too bad. They actually kind of like each other.
Yeah, they're cool. Shelton wasn't a fan of any of this, and then chaos ensued, and so did a tag team match because it's Smackdown.
Holla, holla, player.
In which Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton defeated Shelton Benjamin and The Miz with an RKO and a Swanton on Shelton Benjamin. And then Jeff Hardy got an RKO anyway. The New Day and The Bar had a confrontation in the back, which led to Xavier Woods defeating Sheamus with a small package in a match later on.
The Paul Smackage.
Ooh, brother. We had Ravishing Rusev Day in a very interesting backstage segment where Lana is trying to insinuate that Aiden English is holding Rusev back. What you trying to do, Lana? Big Cass kicked a midget. That was the thing. Shinsuke wanted an apology, but was never actually out there for said apology. It was Renee Young and AJ Styles. AJ Styles was then interrupted by Samoa Joe, saying that regardless of who wins at Backlash, he's going to be the one that will eventually win the WWE Championship. And then Shinsuke attacked AJ Styles from behind. Because that's what Shinsuke does.
Yeah.
Paige gave some unfortunate news to Absolution. First, it was Mandy Rose will face Becky Lynch next week on SmackDown. And the worst news is that apparently Absolution is dead.
Just confused because they all three looked very much alive.
Yeah, I mean, they were all three of them were like right there,
breathing.
They looked fine.
Not zombified.
No,
Things you find out.
Andrade Cien Almas is going to come to SmackDown when he and Zelina Vega want him to. And
Remember the damn well, please.
Yes. And then we had two backstage segments which led into our 6-women tag match. We had the Iconic Duo and Carmella essentially taking over an interview from Renee Young. Then we had Asuka calling her, Becky, and Charlotte the Avengers. And then in the main event, Asuka, Becky, and Charlotte defeated the Iconic Duo and Carmella with the Asuka lock on Peyton Royce. And then on 205 Live, Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick defeated Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami after Kendrick caused Hideo to run into the ropes, crotching Tozawa on the top, allowing Jack Gallagher to take advantage. Those two will now face Lucha House Party next week, and we don't know what the future holds for Hideo and Akira, because I believe Hideo just kind of walked away.
Yeah, Hideo shoved Tozawa.
And Tozawa was
frustration and left.
And Tozawa was just sitting there, real sad. Buddy Murphy destroyed Liam Louie. That was a rough situation.
Slightly uncomfortable there at the end,
just a little bit. He was then challenged face to face to Cedric Alexander. They fought for a little bit. Cedric said that, Buddy Murphy made a statement. Well, now I made mine, so when he wants his title match, I'll be here. But next week, Buddy Murphy will face Mustafa Ali. And then we also had Drew Gulak with a promo, which led into his match with Kalisto, where he did, in fact, defeat Kalisto, catching Kalisto and making him tap out to the Gulak. That is it for Tuesday Night Live. What'd you like?
What did I like? I don't know. I liked a lot of things. I liked Charlotte's performance.
Yeah.
In the 6-woman tag
match.
Not
Charlotte
to say that Charlotte's ever puts on a weak performance.
No, but she's really ramping up whatever she does. Like, she's getting more versatile.
She's really... This is like the real first time where I feel like she's going 100% into embracing being the babyface.
Yeah. Yeah, she's always really, like, teetered on the edge of... She's so fit to be a heel.
Yeah.
You know, that, you know, I don't think she ever really made that full switch, even through her title reign when she was supposed to be babyface. But yeah, she's getting real flashy with the moves, which helps.
Yeah.
I really liked the Miz TV segment and the tag team match that came after that because it was cool to go back to 2008 and have all
time traveling.
Yeah, we thought Thomas Wolfe was the only one allowed to do that. Yeah,
Smackdown can.
Yeah, no, it was a fun Miz TV segment. You know, Miz doing his usual shit, just trying to get Jeff and Randy to fight each other, and then just a real solid tag team match to follow it up. So that was my like. What'd you love?
I loved Drew.
Of course you did.
Making Kalisto tap out.
Now, he doesn't get a title match, but do you feel vindicated for Kalisto's win last week?
Yes.
Okay.
Slightly.
Not
100%, but I'm going to go maybe like 92%.
Yeah. You feel better than you did after 205 Live last week.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
That's good. Yeah, no, it was a fantastic match. It was the only match of the night that got a "This is awesome" chant.
Yeah.
By the way, good on you, Montreal, sticking around for 205 Live. That's probably the biggest audience 205 Live has had in...
ever.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it was fun. It was, you know, and I like Drew Gulak. I like seeing him win stuff. He deserves it. My love was the 6-women tag team match because not only was Charlotte, you know, just, you know, flying all over the place and do whatever she could, but I love the Iconic duo, and like Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, they play off of each other not only in promos but in ring as well. Mm-hmm. They make a very solid tag team, and then it made for the moments when they were knocking down Charlotte that you got the cheap heel Carmella coming in trying to take advantage of the situation and then screwing it all up and having to start all over again. So it's fun watching that. Asuka was, you know, all over the place like usual. Becky was looking awesome. It was a great main event, and I'm glad the ladies got a chance to main event SmackDown. So.
Yeah, and the ending was great. It was a fun, you know, reverse the O'Connor role.
Yeah, no, Asuka and Peyton, they've done that before. That was
pretty seamless.
Yeah, it was very well done. Did you dislike anything?
I did. Yeah, I forgot what I disliked. I had to read your notes to remember what I disliked.
Well,
maybe I should start taking my own notes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we had the same thing because it was the only thing that neither of us gave a shit about.
Here's the thing: is like, I don't give a shit about Big Cass.
No,
or didn't. And now the only thing that's happening now is I'm giving more of a shit because now I'm actively disliking Big Cass. And not because of the way they're booking Big Cass, but just everything about this seems totally wrong.
The forced promos, just... I don't know,
Montreal didn't give a shit about Big Cass. No. They chanted over the entire first half of his promo.
Yeah.
He had to like yell into the microphone to be heard.
I will, you know, and I think they just kind of played along at the end because after he did kick the guy in the face, they started calling him an asshole.
Yeah.
Which is good, I guess. That's, you know, it's a
that's the response he was trying to elicit.
Yeah.
So.
I was hoping for a "you sick fuck" chant because I think that would have been fantastic.
That would have been if they were in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, it definitely would have been. Drew Gulak was back there chanting "you sick fuck" all by himself. Yeah, it's just, you know, and it doesn't help that both weeks that they're trying to like get him to be all heely and everything, he doesn't have Daniel Bryan to play off of.
Yeah.
Because he attacked him last week, and this week Daniel Bryan wasn't cleared to wrestle.
Until he fought Nakamura in the dark match after 205 Live.
Until all the cameras were off.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I want to care.
I'm trying to find a way that this is going to turn good.
Hopefully they have a good match at Backlash.
That's going to be the only redeeming quality, is because it's Daniel Bryan.
But it is Big Cass.
Yeah. That being said, we haven't actually seen Cass have a match yet.
Except for the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, which he was only in for about 4.5 minutes. Because he was the second to last guy in.
Yeah, and then Braun Strowman destroyed everybody. I'm hoping because Cass was the better wrestler out of his tag team. So
yeah,
that's not saying.
I was going to say you look at the lower half you're comparing.
Yeah, no, and I'm not saying he's like a fantastic wrestler, but I'm very interested to see what Daniel Bryan is able to do with someone the size of Big Cass. Kane? And how long ago was that?
Long time.
Long time ago. It's...
By wrestling standards. It's probably only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago, but by wrestling standards, it's like 2 decades.
Yeah. So...
Storylines change so fast now.
Here's hoping for a good match at Backlash to somehow justify these terrible promos that Big Cass has cut for the last 2 weeks.
They're not even going to justify the promos. It's going to potentially redeem
that's
his credibility to the audience.
That's the word I was looking for.
Because right now, the Big Cass return is flopping harder than Titus O'Neil at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
You just wanted to bring that up, didn't you?
Every chance I get.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, that is it for Tuesday Night Live, guys. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click those links down below.
So many social media links you can use to slide right into our DMs, like Titus O'Neil sliding under the ring.
There's also a podcast link.
That's what it says, SoundCloud.
And there's Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's Reasonable to W, like why did Titus O'Neil trip at the Greatest Royal Rumble?
Or like wrestling, where you can see the list with Kevin Hawk.
Hey.
You can see the question of the week with Thomas Wolfe and us as well. There's a brand new episode coming out this weekend. And, we're going to
drop a spoiler about the next episode of the list.
Sure.
It's my top 10 favorite times when Titus O'Neil tripped at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Jesus Christ. You also want to stay over here because there's going to be a couple videos that you won't get podcast form.
No.
Because we've got a review coming out for the Greatest Royal Rumble where...
It's true.
No?
Braun Strowman won.
Okay. And then we're also going to be having predictions for this Sunday's Backlash.
Ooh.
So look forward to those things. Check out all the other videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Yeah. And if you're feeling bad about anything today, you can just remember you're not Titus and you're not Mojo.
Yeah.
So you can go to bed. Make sure you end your prayers with an amen
and a fuck modus.